Hey guys, welcome to another review. Today we'll be taking a look at the pro version of Panda Cloud AntiVirus. They also have a free version, but it doesn't have any kind of zero-day protection, and I've already tested it. So today I'll be taking a look at this one. Now, it's pretty simple interface, just like the free version. You can do your scans, check out your statistics. We've got the quarantine, and in the advanced settings you can vaccinate your USB drives, and detection of PUPs is enabled by default, and behavior blocking is also enabled. Now this behavior blocking is a feature which is only available with this pro version. You don't get it in the free one. So everything's in stock settings. There's really not much to mess around with, so that's the way it looks. There's really nothing to update because it's cloud antivirus. So we'll just get to the test right away after checking out the memory usage. Now it does seem to be pretty light, and it's ought to be because it's cloud AV, so it really doesn't have to do a lot on the system. Most of the job is carried out by the cloud. So let's see here. We've got this one process, Panda Cloud Antivirus, and it's using about less than a meg. And then we've got the Panda URL filter, which is again using just about 2 or 3 megs. So it's really pretty light on the system. It's got one more process here. So total is less than 10 megs, which is pretty good. But remember, it's just a cloud antivirus, so in case you're not connected to the internet, it's really not going to do a lot for you. Now we've got, again, about 10 or 12 malicious URLs that we're just going to try out and check out Panda's protection that way. So let's start off here. I've got kill switch open up so that we can see the files running. So let's try the first one, which is a JS redirector. I've got Java on the system, so it should work out. Whoops, I just forgot to disable my protection. Just give me a minute here. Okay, we're back in business. Let's try this one again. Okay, it's a Java file. I'll just run it. And it encountered some error. So it hasn't done any damage to the system from what I think. Next one is a Trojan downloader, so this one should work out better. Okay, we'll just run this one again. So far web blocking hasn't come into play. As you can see, they've got a toolbar here. But so far both links have just made it through. But as you can see, this one was caught by their signatures and removed. So let's try out the next one, that is a Trojan dropper. Again, it's through the web blocking. But again, it's been caught by their signatures. The next one is some strange kind of threat that I'm also not familiar with, so I can't exactly tell you what this is. Probably just another variant of a Trojan. Okay, it's been caught. Now this one is a Trojan downloader. These are all less than 24 hours old, so doing well with these files means it's going to probably do well with most of the things. Okay, so first problem here. The program is infected and you must follow the steps we provide to eliminate the virus completely. So it looks like it cannot take care of one of these threats. So I don't know if it can take care of it. It's a miss. That's how I'm going to do it. So far I don't think there's anything running in memory. Seems clean. Now this is a PUP. Let's see if it gets through. Yep, it's a PUP. And Panda did have detection of PUPs enabled by default. So it should be cut if it's in their signatures. But it doesn't appear that it is. And it's been cut by kill switch. Here you go. Straight away cut by kill switch, but not cut by Panda. So that's not good. Oops. Okay, so it didn't kill my browser, thankfully. So that PUP got through. I'm seeing a lot of variants of this kind of PUP out there, but I don't know. It's got a pretty high detection rate, so it's surprising that Panda didn't get that. Let's see what happens with this one. This is probably just another PUP. Some kind of encryptor or something. I'm not sure how to classify it. Now this one's probably a setup, so see if it runs. Yep. Got through the signatures, I think. Yes, it did get through the signatures. So I don't know which language this is, but I can guess that it was creating a restore point. So it's strange. I don't know a lot of viruses that create restore point before installing, but you never know. So the next one's a gen variant of some Trojan. So the last one was not caught by Panda. Let's see if and the strange thing is kill switch has given it a safe rating, so might be a false positive. Now let's try run this Trojan, see if it gets in memory. Well, that's strange. In fact, kill switch has given this a safe rating as well. I don't know if that was a piece of malware or a false positive, because certainly it didn't seem to do a lot. Looked like a chat client or something like that, but it had a respectable detection rate, so I can't say. I mean, it had about 10 or 12, something like that. This one's a generic Trojan, however, and I'm pretty sure that this is infected. So it doesn't matter if kill switch gets it or not. It's just malware, I'm sure. As you can see, whenever you see things like these in your browser, you can get confirmed that it's not good, whatever it is. So let's see if it tries to drop something here. So far it hasn't tried anything, and Panda didn't block it either, so that's interesting. When I tried it out on my host machine, it immediately dropped a file. Pretty surprised that it didn't do anything right now. Nothing at all. That's pretty strange, but this page doesn't look very friendly, so Panda should have blocked these. This is certainly some kind of malware backdoor. Might have dropped some file that is not running. So let's try the next one. It's pretty similar, but this one gets the file through, and it's some unknown extension, so we'll just save it to executable and run it. Okay, it didn't ask me to run that file. Okay, so that one was caught and neutralized by Panda. So we've finished our links, and so far Panda seems to have done pretty well. And the two files that Panda actually did not take care of are not being detected by Killswitch either. So they're tough to tell, but you never know. Okay, probably there's some adware. There you go, it's gonna download and install some stuff. So I'll probably just hit cancel maybe, because I'm not gonna wait for the entire package to download. So link test, I think Panda did fairly well. So now I'll get some files and we'll just try to scan and see how many it gets. So I'll be back with some files. Okay, so I just grabbed this folder containing 409 pieces of malware. As you can see, all of these are infected files and they're executables. So I'll just do a right-click scan with Panda, and I'll be back with the results of this cloud scan. The scan did complete successfully, as you can see. Now it's neutralized a lot of threats, and it couldn't neutralize about 3. As you can see, if you take a look at the files, these two are the same files. So we'll count that as 3, and I can delete them manually, so I'm just going to subtract 3 from the number of misses. So that's the way we're going to do it. So now we have 144 items. Okay, so we had 409. And now we have 141, but I'm going to make it, 144, but I'm going to make it 141 because 3 of these could not be neutralized. So that's a detection rate of 65.5, or let's call it 66%, which is not very impressive, although this is all pretty new malware. So it's not a very amazing detection rate. So now let's run some of these and see how the behavior blocking responds. Just give me a second. It appears that my modem went off, so I'll just get my connection restored. Okay, so I got my internet restored, and so Panda can connect to its cloud again. So now I'm just going to enable their antivirus protection because I've stopped it just to extract files. There you go, it's enabled again, so let's just start running some of these files. First, let's just open up the interface, just show you guys that it's there you go, everything's enabled. So let's just try running some of these files and see what happens. Now I've got Killswitch open up and it's set to hide safe process. So we'll see if anything infected gets in. Okay, the program is infected, so this is one of those files that it couldn't remove. So okay, this one came in memory, but it wasn't identified by Killswitch. That one is dead. Okay, this one is in memory, but it seems to have terminated. So a lot of these are not running as I expected. Now we've got some adware here, but I'm not running them. Now this one is in memory. And there you go, it's some unclassified malware. So it's been caught. Let's see if Panda behavior blocking stops it from doing something bad to the system. So this is probably some piece of adware. Okay, so Panda AntiVirus seems to be catching some of these threats. Now I don't know if it's the behavior blocker, but from what it seems, it is the file scanner that has got this. So maybe it had something compressed and it can extract it. Probably that's why it didn't get rid of it in the first place. But sooner or later it did get it. So, okay, so maybe not. Looks like it says suspicious file detected. So maybe this was the behavior blocker. Can't say. But we've still got that installer running. Let's try run some more. And as you can see, a couple of things here and there are getting in memory. There you go, this is another piece of malware. We've got a lot of adware here from MediaGet installers, all sorts of stuff. So that's going to be the last one that I'm going to run on this test. So behavior blocker probably did get one file, but it's still not that responsive, as you can see. So I guess I'll just install these, wait for them to finish, if they finish quickly, and then I'll probably, there you go, it's creating some services. No action from Panda. So I guess I'll just reboot after I see this process activity going down, and then I'm just gonna do a scan with well, I'll just do a scan with Malwarebytes or maybe Norton Power Eraser, and I'll be right back. Okay, so Norton Power Eraser has found one threat, and that is present in program data beep protect for Windows. Looks like a fake AV to me. I'm not sure because it didn't do much. So I'm just going to remove it. And once that's done, I guess I'll do a scan with Malwarebytes and be back with the results. Okay, so Malwarebytes seems to have found a lot more things here. This is a never-ending list. Now we've got files, registry keys, memory process, file, registry keys. So, but essentially it's just about 3 or 4 or maybe more pieces of adware and PUPs that I've got in. So let's just remove all of these. So I guess I'll remove them, then do a scan with Hitman Pro, and I'll be right back. As you can see, Hitman Pro didn't find anything, but The system did get infected pretty badly, so their behavior blocker is certainly not up to par. Their signatures didn't look very good either. I've always thought that Panda have pretty decent signatures, but in the last few days, I think I've changed my opinion with their newer products, so I don't know. You can think what you want, but personally, I wouldn't recommend buying this application. I think there's better free security software out there that'll do a much better job. So in case you're looking for security, I think, if you really want to use this application, I'd say pair it up with about another security suite. Might be something like, you have an antivirus and use this as an add-on product like Malwarebytes. Then it may do you some good. But using this as your main antivirus application would not be a very good idea. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Have a good day and talk to you guys later.